Alright guys, so we just saw A Wrinkle in Time. We about to go see Strangers 2 with a bunch of other friends, so we'll be right there.
A very special thanks to you. We hope you're enjoying your status.
Bro, how are you sprinting?
Bro, that was fucking trash.
Leave us alone!
But we've just started.
Alright guys, so I watched Strangers 2 Pray at Night. Honestly, not a movie that I even had plans to watching, especially on that day at least. But about in the last 10 minutes of A Wrinkle in Time, I actually get a phone call from my friend. But of course, being the loyal moviegoer I am, I did not answer and I just returned the call after the movie. And then he tells me, he's all like, we're on our way to AMC, we're gonna go see Strangers 2, are you coming with us or not? And I'm like, yeah, we never even had plans to go watch this, but I'm already at AMC, so he's all like, we should just meet up. And then, yeah, the Strangers 2 was literally like 2 auditoriums away from A Wrinkle in Time, the movie that I paid to go see. So therefore I didn't really pay to go see this movie. I wasn't in the best mood. It wasn't a good day enough for me to walk out and pay for it to see Strangers 2. And honestly, I have no doubts because this movie fucking sucks. If you even remotely care for the shitty ass generic plot to this movie, it's basically a family goes on a road trip into a mobile home park, and then their night goes wrong because 3 masked killers are going after this family. It's just really stupid. I mean, not to point out, I'm pretty sure there's like hundreds of other people in that same neighborhood. I don't know why it's strictly towards this one family they're going after. It's never really even mentioned in the movie. I believe that one of the reasons why I didn't really like this movie is because I haven't even seen the first movie. Now, I know a handful of people that watched the first movie and they were nervous to watch this movie, but they really enjoyed themselves watching this movie. And I could understand why. I see why people could like and enjoy this movie. There is a audience for this movie. I just wasn't part of that audience. Strangers 2 feels like a fan-made sequel that was made by a film student in a video productions class or something like that. It just really did feel like a fan-made movie. With that being said, this is a poorly made film. It felt like there was no story to this movie. It's just the same generic ass serial killer movie we have seen 1,000 times before. The characters are poorly written. I just didn't care for any of the characters. Like, if they would kill a character off, I just wouldn't be feeling any emotions, and I just wouldn't care. Everyone except for the main actress in this movie, Bailey Madison, sucked. She was the only good performance in this movie, and I guess she's one of the reasons why I even stayed in the theater to watch this piece of shit. Considering the fact that this movie is very uninspiring and very unoriginal, the story outcomes in this movie are just very predictable. It also suffers from a very poor script with some lazy writing. It just felt like whoever wrote this script didn't even want to write the script for the movie. They just kind of wanted to just be a part of the movie, just not write the script. You could tell that they didn't even give a shit with this movie. The way this movie is shot is very cheap, and you could really tell how low quality this movie is just the way the movie was shot. There are certain scenes that don't feel natural for a movie, or a movie at least released in theaters. There are some scenes where they would just zoom in on the characters, and it wasn't even a natural zoom in. It was just zoom in. It was like a quick zoom in, and it felt very awkward. I'm on Snapchat right now. This is how the zoom-ins felt. They were like that. It was just like a really quick zoom in like that, and it just didn't feel right, especially for a movie. I hope you enjoyed that shitty example. You know, I'm not great with examples, but anyways, the jump scares are very poorly made. What else can I say? There's only one scene where I jumped in, and that's because I was checking my phone, you know, just checking the time, and then I look back at the screen, and then that certain jump scare happens, and I just wasn't expecting it. I was caught completely off guard. But even that, it was still a poorly made jump scare. All the jump scares in this movie just suck. To its credit, I did feel that the movie started to finally amp energy in the last 15 minutes of the movie, and actually have fun with itself in those last 15 minutes of the movie. But for good things, that's probably as far as I could go. Once I walked out of the movie theater for this damn movie, I walked out, I'm like, this is the first F I'm gonna give out this year. But then I thought about it the next day, and I was all like, okay, I did like Bailey Madison's performance in the movie, and I did like the last 15 minutes. So, with that being said, Strangers 2, it's still time loss, and I'm not gonna give it an F, but I'm gonna give it a D-. I did not have a good time with this movie, except for the last 15 minutes, which I laughed a ton in, just because of how, you know, I know they're not supposed to be funny, but I just had a really good time with the last 15 minutes because of how awful this movie truly was. I don't know what is it with horror movies this year. Last year, they were pretty decent. This year, I mean, Insidious, whatever that movie was called, The Last Key, it was okay, it wasn't terrible, but it wasn't good. And then Winchester, which I still find a little bit more bad. I know I give it a D when I watched it, but then like the more I think about it, the worse it gets. Still the worst movie of the year. And then behind Winchester, Strangers 2 is the second worst movie that I've seen this year. So I'm only hoping that horror gets better, especially with A Quiet Place and Truth or Dare coming out, which kind of looks like fun. But we'll just have to see. But yeah, anyways, have you guys seen Strangers 2 Pray at Night? Have you guys seen it? What did you guys think about it? Tell me in the comment section down below. As always, thanks so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.